Welcome to my studio with this really ugly wall here. But my name is William Lawson of the William Lawson Show, and this is going to be a very special interview. Something I'm doing with a friend of mine because she's doing something special. She's doing something that people don't normally do, and I want to make sure that everybody here who's in my network realizes that this is happening, and I want to introduce you to somebody really, really special. So here's what I want you to do. I want you to stop doing whatever you're doing. I want you to stop scrolling on your phone. I want you to stop spreading the pimento cheese spread. I want you to stop doing what you're doing for a few minutes and pay attention. Promise? Cool. Hi, we're back. I told you. Listen, what I want you to do is stop doing what you're doing because I want you to pay attention to this young lady right here. She is planning a recital.
Yes.
Very soon, and it's an opera recital. I know, black folks talking about opera. What? What? And it's not like a slash rap opera recital, is it?
No, strictly classical.
No trap music.
No trap music.
Wonder what that's going to be like. So let's go ahead and get rid of the biggest elephant in the room. Okay, now because frankly, black folks aren't normally. I'm black too. Aren't normally involved in classical music. And I'm using classical as an overarching term. I know some of you go, well, classical is actually a period of time. I know, shut up. But aren't usually, and I'll say serious music, aren't involved in serious music. How did you get involved in what we're going to call serious music?
Well, my mother was an opera singer. I actually come from a legacy of opera singers. My mother was an opera singer. My grandmother was an opera singer, and so was my father.
Okay.
So I was blessed with the gift as well.
So this is the music that you heard in the household.
Believe it or not, I've heard stories of my mother. She was sick and she had lost her voice by the time I got around deciding that I wanted to get into this art form. But believe it or not, I wanted to sing R&B. That was my thing.
Well, you know what? Because that makes sense. Because what did we hear in the house? I heard R&B in the house. All the time. You know, we grew up as young people on the Jackson 5 and the Stylistics and the Temps and on and on and on. So it's so exciting that someone like you could stretch out into a one of the legacy art forms that opera happens to be. So this concert you're doing a recital.
Yes.
Something different. Now if you guys want to go hear an orchestra, then you'll go to the full orchestra here, orchestra. This is a recital. Tell my friends about this recital you're doing.
Okay. Well, this recital is going to be me performing with a accompanist. His name is Fernando Lopez. We're going to be singing, well, I'm going to be singing art songs, opera arias, and African American spirituals.
Tell me what an art song is. Art song in comparison to an aria.
Whereas it could be a folk song, it could be a simple Neapolitan Italian song. They're just very simple songs. They're not taking from any shows or
an opera or anything else.
Opera.
Yeah, you see, because that's different. Well, it's an art song is a fancy way to say it's a song.
Yes, it's a song.
Somebody wrote a song, and I'm going to sing that song.
Yes.
So when we say there'll be art songs there, that'll be it. There'll also be arias, which are probably taken from other works.
Yes.
Okay. And then there's also a section of the program where you're going to do spirituals.
Yes.
Please tell me about some of the spirituals you're doing.
Okay, well, the arrangement's by John Carter. So he's a contemporary composer, so the arrangements have more of a... It's hard to explain to the non-classical person about contemporary music, but they're traditional spirituals, but they're arranged in more of a jazzy kind of.
So they've got a little bit of different, a different harmonic structure.
More harmonic structure than more we're accustomed to. So it's going to be interesting. It's going to be a fun set.
Well, cool. Well, see, that's the deal. That's why it's different. Tell us where this grand event is going to be.
It's going to be at the Musical Arts Piano Conservatory in Tampa. It's 2101 Kennedy.
2101 Kennedy Boulevard. And what time?
It's going to be March 25th at 6:30.
At 6.
Sunday.
Oh, at 6:30. Don't believe it. So it's at the church, and there is no football on, so you got no reason not to go. One more time, where's it going to be?
It's going to be at the Musical Arts Conservatory. It's in Tampa, 2101 West Kennedy Boulevard.
All right, and at 6:30, so be there. How can people buy tickets beforehand?
Yes.
How can they buy tickets beforehand?
I'm selling tickets on Eventbrite. Pre-sale is $15 right now until the day of the show. If you don't want,
and it's $150 a day of show, so you want to do pre-sale. It's $150. Just bring me the cash. I'll take care of your ticket.
And if you want to,
what? I think it's a great deal.
It is a great deal. That's what I'm talking about.
$150. Day of the show, and it's cash, only cash. Bring it to me personally.
That's what I'm talking about.
I'll take care of your ticket.
And at the door, tickets would be $20 if you don't want to buy online.
Or from me.
And also, I'm offering student rush tickets, $10 at the door.
For students?
Yes.
Now, are we talking students who are in university, or are we talking about students who are just maybe studying privately or in choruses and vocal groups around town?
Various students. If you are at the university, you need to show your college ID. Otherwise, all students are able to come.
Okay, cool. Well, that is exciting. Well, thank you so much, Yetta. This is Yetta Hansell. It's going to be very, very exciting. It's going to be something different than you're used to, and something different than I normally promote. But you got to be there because this is what Tampa's all about. Thank you again, and Gary, back to you, man.